Yankee fan, I know how you're doing. Okay, I know exactly how you're doing. You're having a great day. You're having a great night. As am I. As am I. I'm cutting up the every play right now. Pretty. I'm decently behind, but we're gonna try and chuck through this thing. Oh, ooh, hold on, wait. Get that one off. Yeah. If you see my mouse come over this, and just ignore that. But there's the box score. There's obviously the final score. Hey, Texas says goodbye to A&M. Love to see that. Love to see that. Uh, let me see. So really, I want to start off by saying Texas A&M is very, very lucky. I mean, incredibly lucky that this thing didn't. You know what? Here, let's really go. Texas A&M is incredibly lucky. I don't know. No shot. This is lagging. Oh wait. Oh no. You know what? This case is not earlier my stream was lagging, but this is just having a shitty camera. This or actually, you know what? My drivers might be out of date. That might be what it is. Let's get that fixed. Oh, there I am. Hey, how are y'all doing? But yeah, so obviously the University of Texas beats the ever loving crap out of Texas A&M, and I mean that like they might oh well it was close. Oh no, no shot that just happened again. Okay, well, you know what? Uh, let me just get that fixed. But basically, you got the Texas A&M fans. Uh, they're probably gonna come out there and say, oh well, we played Texas a lot better uh than the score says. It was a lot closer. Blah 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 blah. If it weren't for two Quinn mistakes on the 10-yard line, goal line yardage, uh, Texas A&M has a massive loss. I mean, what are we talking about? Then? We're talking like 35-0, getting skunked at their own place. Uh, really, the offense. Jesus. Okay, here, hold on. You know what? Going back to the Stone Age for a second. I'm tired of this shit. Okay. This is just hey, this is pure cinema. Hey, cheeky, look, I don't want to be talking crap to you. Okay, I respect you a lot. I actually do respect you even more. I knew that you would come out here, right? But I'm like, you know what? I'll let that happen first. But shit's just pissed me off. Uh, this is pure cinema right here. Uh, I need to get this damn shit fixed. But so the University of Texas, we get to our look. This is what I wanted. Okay, we get our rematch versus Georgia. Uh, let's see, configure video. That's probably a little better. Okay, all right. Well, take a sip of my celebration juice. Uh, some might call it. But it is time to get some air plays knocked out. So right now I am about the like I've been saying about halfway. But feel free to comment and I will keep up with comments. I'm a damn mess. Hey, so cheeky. What happened was early on. Uh, First half was just a complete blowout. It kind of went that way in the second half, but there were two turnovers for Texas, literally on y'all's 10-yard line. So we're like first, and it would be goal distance, and Quinn Ewers throws a pick six on one of them. We then drive back down the field, and then Quinn Ewers fumbles the ball. The next drive on damn near the same exact spot. Uh, or actually, you can see that right here. There's a Quinn Ewers fumbles. Uh, but this Texas defense isn't really showing. The stats aren't showing up yet, but this Texas defense was tremendous. Uh, any updates on Banks? I don't know any updates on Banks. One thing that I will say is Gooseby looked really nice. Like Gooseby is a incredible depth piece, and I mean that because he's obviously playing behind Kelvin Banks, a first round draft pick right now. But even if Kelvin Banks is injured to somewhat a serious extent, I think he's going to be a first round draft pick easily. Uh, but Gooseby might Gooseby might be one himself, man. You know, Gooseby's kind of a dog, and y'all actually might be able to see. Yeah, you actually can see uh, the 5 on Jamal Charles. That's where I'm at. So hopefully, yeah, you can't see enough for a reflection for YouTube to get mad at me for that. Yeah, so we beat the shit out of Texas A&M. How's that feel? How are y'all feeling? I had to listen to a couple songs first, not like us. Uh, ooh, there's one more I gotta listen to. But that's gonna be the D to the A because we need our get back on Georgia. Okay, this defense they coming off an amazing game from today, and then going against Georgia again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need that. We need that. Absolute total domination. We see. See, Cheeky, I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Yeah. I mean that's how my mom's gonna be. Not all Aggies are bad, and I truthfully I do root for the Aggies at times, but it's not an everyday occurrence. I'll tell you that. Not even close. Anytime there's a chance to benefit Texas, I definitely am anti Aggie 100%. Feeling great. Can't wait to brag. Yeah, look, I didn't want to have a situation where we lost to A&M after having that big ass break, and then we got to just sit there and listen to this shit for an entire year. Like even if we won a national championship, it would just still be annoying. Uh, yeah, it's really nice. I do gotta Paul. This every play is gonna be long. I'm at I'm at 39 minutes and the first half is over. So this is going to be a very long every play. Yeah, championship level defense easily. I mean, like, this is what we get to watch right now is special as Texas fans. And I've been trying to tell people I want people to appreciate what we get to see right now on defense. The level that Michael Taff is playing, I don't necessarily think it's a guarantee that he comes back. Michael Taff is playing at a very, very high level right now. Vernon Broughton made some damn money tonight. Alfred Collins, I'm sure he made like a lot of plays. I just like I'm not there aren't immediate ones that are coming off the top of my head. Trey Moore, it's been so awesome watching the last few games. He had really ever since Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was his start of like okay, I'm showing he was always he was always there. Fans have been complaining about his lack of production. It's like look, he's producing, he's just not showing up in the box score. And then you got Trey Moore out there now. Everything is just showing up in the box score. Man, love. And then like the fact that he was the one to steal the game. Love that. Yeah, this is legit championship level defense. This is what it's supposed to feel like to be a championship contender. And you know what? We got two. I know some people are still look. Some people are going to have their opinions about Quinn Ewers, and I don't think outside of him going and even if he did have this amazing performance, right? I don't think people would like. I think there's some people that they it would just whatever he does is never going to be good enough, right? It is what it is, and I'm not trying to talk down on those people or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing here. But what I'm saying is Texas has two quarterbacks that we can win national championship with right now. If Quinn Ewers is hurt and can't play, we can win a national championship with Arch Manning. I have faith in that. There might be some bumps, and that this is what I keep referencing. I'm like saying, hey, right now Quinn Ewers is the better quarterback for the University of Texas, but Arch Manning, he sure ain't far behind. That is 100% for sure. Now, look, Vernon Broughton's always been there. Okay, like this is I was telling people, hey, I'm seeing a lot. I actually mentioned it on the Orange Blood show that I did. Get your horns up with Travis Scaly and Aaron Little. I mentioned it. Hey, Vernon Broughton is showing me the same signs, not only on film but statistically, that I saw. That was like, hey, Tavondre Sweat's about to have a breakout year. And what happened? Tavondre Sweat had a breakout year. I'm not trying to say I'm some god and I know everything or I'm able to identify certain things. I was like, yo, Vernon Broughton is out there giving 100% effort, right? If you to think back to there was the game against Rice, there was a swim move. Him and Tavondre Sweat's get off was a little bit faster than Vernon Broughton, but they both they looked in sync. They were perfect, right? I called it synchronized swimming because it was a swim move. Vernon Broughton is a damn good football player, and that I did make jokes about how I'm like, hey, look, he ain't getting that wife if he's not producing, right? So he is, and then also the baby. Hey, the baby does add a little bit of something, a little bit of motivation. Ask Andrew Makuba, who's been flying around the football field. Andrew Makuba Senior, that is. What's up, Feisty? How are you doing? Hey, hook 'em. Yeah, this is a night for celebration, cause for celebration. We're just on the second half right here. Yeah, and you know something that I'm actually thankful for. Okay, uh, I was a little worried. Okay, I was a little worried about this rivalry kind of almost being dead. If that, like, and what I mean by that is I was worried about, like, are the player do the players care, right? Like, is it going to be intense? Like, this used to be a, like, you got, uh is it Marcellus one of the Bennett brothers, shape shotting Colt McCoy, right? You like, this rivalry had some hate on the field, and man, oh man, did it. It felt real. Like, this felt like a Lone Star Showdown. I cannot believe we had these two drives that just go right down the field. Not like, Cheeky. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat, but, like, so Texas were 17-0 in the first half, right? And then we just have these two drives that go all the way down the field. Like, the announcers talked about how Texas had out, like, we had, like, I said like a million times right now. We had around 140 something yards. Y'all had 30 yards or something like that. But y'all had 7 points, and Texas had zero in that span. And y'all had only run 6 plays. Texas had run 38. It was just, it's like, how the hell does this happen? So, hey, appreciate that, Adonis. Appreciate that. And you know what? We will try and go do that. As long as Quinn Ewers doesn't do what he did versus Georgia, which is basically, he almost did that with y'all, except for he just did it on the opposite side of the field. So, if Quinn Ewers doesn't do this, I mean, this defense can go out there and win a national championship. Like, that's how Georgia scored 30 points on Texas. It's not because the defense is bad and gave up, defense is giving up 30 points. Like, that was 1,000% points on the offense, and the defense. It's just such a shame that this defense that we have has that point total tied to their name, because they're a lot better than that. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point on future. That's a good point. Uh, hey, wait, are you Coop on Discord? Because if you're Coop, I need you to message me back. I've been trying to send you a hat for like months now. I'm pretty sure you want a hat, so message me on Discord if that is you. I've been trying to get an address. I can't say I can't. I don't know. Trying my darndest. Yeah, look in your DMs on Discord, man. And see, hey, look, still trap mine, okay? We might be a little sauced right now, but I still remember shit from months ago. Name and all. I remember, yeah, Odd Future. I thought it was Scoop because that's a similar thing, and I kept confusing it. And your name is Scoop. Memory bridges. This thing was. This thing was just so close to being a complete bloodbath. 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 Look, hey, Trey Wisner. My goodness, my goodness. What is his yards at? Okay. 626 plus 186. He might he might get hey, he with how he's been running the last couple weeks, 26 carries, 158 yards, 6.1 yards per carry. 33 carries, 186 yards, 5.6 yards per carry. With how he's been running, he might get that 1,000 yard mark for Steve Sarkisian. Holy crap. And that you know what? That's a tweet right there if I've ever seen one. 344 yards, 59 carries, one touch, only one touchdown is crazy on that. Hey, sorry, Mama Weiser. I'm just going Trey Weiser on this one. Uh, I just got the DM scoop or coop. Uh, and no problem, man. No problem. Uh, I forget what the trivia was about though. That's the one thing I forget. It was in one of the lives. Yeah, Trey is just such a beast. Because hey, that's Trey. Look, having a guy like Trey running like that, that's a guy that can. Yeah, he made some damn money. One, what the hell do we do next year? Like it's like what do we do? We got Baxter, we got Gibson, we got Wisner, and then we potentially still have Blue. I what Jaden Blue? What the hell? What the hell is that catch, man? You had no business catching that ball, and he caught that. It's amazing to me. Jaden Blue will biggest Jaden Blue fan you'll ever find right here. Jaden Blue will make the plays that just make you just your jaw drop, right? He'll just make you go, well, wow, this dude is incredibly special. And then he'll just get loose with the ball and he'll fumble it or something like that. He'll just make some dumb mistake. And I'm like, man, if he could tie it all together, that is a special running back. Now Trey Wisner's gotten legit workhorse usage. Mm. Then there was that punt that almost went on the 1 yard line. Had a decent bounce. Dude, it's the most amazing. Like think about this. Remember the Washington game where he had that fingertip catch? Like it's barely a catch. Like he'll do shit like that, and then like just the routine plays, he'll just fumble the bag on him. And we got to talk about something. Y'all know I'm a Quinn defender. Been a big Quinn fan. Big Quinn guy. Big guy. Like Quinn a lot. Quinn Ewers plays better hurt than he does healthy. I was telling my grandpa earlier. It's like almost like it forces him to play quarterback. He has to make decisions in the pocket. He can't really run around. He can't rely on things. Uh, Forces him to run around. Forces him to like make decisions as a quarterback. Adonis, I think we had a lot of questionable play calling near the end of the game, but I can respect Elko being ballsy. Yeah, I can too. Uh, I do think you take the field goal, especially on that defense. I understand why you want to go for it, but when you don't get it, it's a gut punch. Not only is it a motivational gut punch where it just like it'll just take any air out of your tires that you have left. Now you have to play a perfect ball game. You have to get you have to make an amazing play because you're behind on timeouts. You're it's 4 minutes left on the clock. You gotta get the ball back. You gotta score again, and then you gotta get the ball back again, and you gotta score. So I thought that was the wrong move because you have the opportunity to go up to get make it a 10-7 ball game, 10-17 ball game, and you got it's a 7 point difference, and then it's just you stop if you stop Texas. Now it's hey whatever it is, it's a minute to 2 minutes left on the clock, a minute 3 minutes, whatever the number is. Now all of a sudden it's just we need one stop from our defense and we get that ball back with a minute 3 minutes left on the clock and we can go and win the game or tie the game up. I don't know. I think in that scenario it's one of those really nuanced things, but I think that going for it was probably wrong in that one. Yeah, I mean I really liked what I saw from this Texas team. This looked like a true championship performance from a championship team. We almost completely took the entire crowd out of it. Like there was a lot of moments where it was you could hear Texas fans doing the Texas fight. You could hear that a lot louder than you could any A&M fans. So and then we had that third quarter. A&M they got loud again. But I know probably A&M fans are not sharing the same feeling that I am, but what a first game back from the long hiatus that we've had as a rivalry game. Yeah, I guess you got 1 yard, but it's like they had mentioned live on the broadcast. I believe you've been failing against Texas in short yards all night long. I understand it's just a yard, but man, it that defense you have to. This is a defense that's so good that you just got to take the points whenever you can get them. The moment that they give you an opportunity to take points, you take those you take it and run, and you say please and thank you while you're at it. Because it's borderline, not borderline. It is rare to for this defense to make a mistake. And then it's even it's even more rare for the offense to the quarterback or the offense to notice and be able to take advantage of said mistake that the defense is making. And we almost had a couple picks too. Ant Makuba had another pick go off his hands. Taff had another pick go off his hands in that last quarter, I believe, or towards the end of the third. Yeah, this is some special stuff. And if we can get Michael Taft back next year, whew, whew, I mean, this safety room is going to be loaded. We got Jonah Williams coming. Hopefully, I mean, I don't see how Jonah Williams would get flipped. At this point, maybe he does. I mean, look, maybe Jonah Williams doesn't want to compete for national championships in football and baseball. Maybe he wants to be a Schloss, you know. Get a real good baseball coach. And speaking of Schloss, I bet Schloss is happy tonight. Yes, sir. Schloss has probably got a little bit of his pettiness popping out. I mean, I assume he's petty because look, him and CDC are best friends. CDC is one of the most petty individuals I think I've ever seen operate as an athletic director. For A&M fans that don't know or didn't pay attention, when we were announced to go to the SEC by the Big 12, took down all the Big 12 flags, just put up Texas Longhorn flags. Those have now been replaced by SEC team flags. Yeah, we took down all the conference flags after because I think that was after Yormark made the comment about Texas Tech. Yeah, crazy about that, huh? I did want to talk about Colin Simmons for anybody that's actually still listening here. Uh, so Colin Simmons, first off, what hell of a player! I love to have a Colin Simmons. This dude is special. This is year one. Enjoy your 2 and 3 years with Colin Simmons. You're getting 3. That's it. I that is a Nash guarantee if I've ever had a Nash guarantee. Never had one on the channel. This is my first one. Colin Simmons is a 3-year player and he is gone. Uh, he's having. If you remember last year, and he's not having a similar breakout because he's already broken out a lot earlier. But if you remember last year, this is where you started to see a lot of Malik Muhammad coming out, right? You saw him have that interception versus Texas Tech. Saw him get more snaps. You saw him really play pretty well. Not pretty well, play pretty damn well in the Big 12 championship game, and then also the college football playoff game that we had. And I mean that to say, I think that we're kind of seeing a similar rise in Colin Simmons, but he was at a higher level to start, if that makes sense. He's already he's already surpassed what Malik Muhammad did as a freshman, as for terms of productivity goes at his position. But man, it's just he's continuing to climb, and I feel like he's starting to really like it's starting to click. It's starting to get it. Not that he didn't get it before, but he's starting to really get it and really click, which is a scary thought that there's another level of Colin Simmons that hasn't been attained. Like this is a professional defensive end that's playing on our roster right now. He's not. He's not. I want to be careful. He's not professional just yet. But the next 2 years, we might have like he might be like drop him, drop him in the NFL right then and there, and he could, play with the big boys. Hey, Quinn made some nice throws, man. I'm interested to see what PFF gives him the grade for. I know the statistics. I mean, it's 60% completion percentage. Not many of them were throwaways. But I feel like I feel like he had a better day than it kind of like than the stats just kind of immediately give off. Uh, Interception was unfortunate, but that's going to come with Quinn Ewers. That's kind of going to come with the. He has that low. A lot of people say shortstop. I just say baseball player. It's like a baseball player release. You can tell he has a background in playing baseball, and he just it's gonna get tipped. It got tipped once before, and then it got tipped a second time, and that ended up being intercepted. And you know what? If those are, I believe off the top of my head, he has 7 interceptions now. I believe 5 of his interceptions are off of tips, off the top of my head, deflected past the line of scrimmage. If that's how interceptions come, are gonna, if that's how teams are gonna get interceptions against Quinn Ewers, I'll take it. I'll take that. Uh, yes, that pass to Gunnar Helm. I believe you're talking about the one that he had no business completing whatsoever. Gunnar Helm still caught the ball. I mean, what the audacity for Quinn Ewers to think he can make that throw is insane. Putting it in that tight of a window, insane. Ooh, I did not notice that mishandled snap. Whoop, whoop. Oh no, I noticed that. I just didn't see how bad it was. So we're in the third quarter, about halfway through. Run, run, boy, run. Run, Forrest, run. Oh, baby Quinn. Oh, baby Quinn. I do here. Hold on. Let me, because I want to check on Kel. That can't be good. Kelvin Banks. We got it. We need good words. Uh, shit. Okay. Ankle. Don't know the severity. Shit. 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 Okay. Yeah. Hey, Peter. Walk in your trap. Take over your trap. Mm-hmm. 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 Kiss my ass, Mike Elko. I do think he's a good coach, but still kiss my ass. Got the mask. It's mask energy tonight. Mask energy tonight. That's you know what that is? College Station. That's DKR East. That's what we're gonna call it. DKR East. And I'm saying that because I heard a lot of Texas fight. I heard the oh. I heard all that stuff, right? That sounds like a Texas game. It sounded like DKR. What are we talking about here? A&M fans got real quiet. Dead ass Cape. Dead ass. Quinn gifted. Oh, no, I almost called them Oklahoma. They're that bad. They look that bad. See, oh man, they're so lucky. They're so lucky that it wasn't 28 to nothing. Oh my god. Uh, yeah, he's literally he's giving him 7 right now. When the defense is on the field, they can't score. And that's what I was saying earlier. Is you got like when 7 points is not from scoring on the defense, it's from the offense getting a pick 6. You're not going to be able to sit there and rely on that. So you got to take that field goal every time you can. Bundele, Save, Bundele, Save. Yo, here's a question. Do they still do that? Do they still do the nut squeeze? Or did they get clowned into like an oblivion for that, and they like actually have some sort of it, like they have some level of like respect for themselves where they don't want to be seen doing that. Let me know if y'all seen the. I know there's that one. It's like versus Notre Dame or something like that. They had the nut squeeze. It's just the classic nut squeeze video. But did they get clowned enough to where they didn't ever do that ever again? I did think it. Oh, fourth down stops. Yes and no. I mean, like, look, I don't think Steve Sarkisian is actually. I mentioned this in my article that I wrote for Inside Texas. Go check it out for free. I I don't think Steve Sarkisian gives a shit about it. I think there is an analytic binder, but he pretty consistently knows like there's pretty consistent when he's going to go for it and when he's not going to go for it. And if the ball is within the 50-yard line on out like opponent side on our opponent's side, we're pushing the ball down the field. If it's 4th and 5 or less, he's going for that. He's going for the damn going for it on fourth down. I think it's even like 4th and 7 or less. It's like 97% of the time he goes for it. I think Steve Sarkisian has like a large amount of trust in his offense's ability to get 8 yards in any one play that they need to. Uh, the exceptions are the times that he hasn't near the end of a half or near the end of a game. That's when he just goes ahead and takes the points. And what happened? That was near the end of the half earlier that we were on the 4th and 2. So Steve Sarkisian's pretty consistent with where he likes to do these things. Burt Auburn, man. The problem is, it's just if we're ever, if we're ever going to be in a situation where we need a kick, where we need a field goal kick to tie it or to win a game, like to win a national championship or something like that, that is going to be the most stressful 30 seconds of my life I have ever experienced. Ever. I won't be able to take it. I know it'll probably be the most stressful 30 seconds of his life too, but oh man. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I mean, we do got a freshman that I was watching. I was looking at some highlights. I think this is just a situation where Burt Auburn has won the job. We got like a freshman kicker that can kick like fucking 58 yarder and 68 yard field goals, not 60 yard field goals. Like this dude can bomb the damn ball. So yeah, no, I mean Auburn has not had much attempts at kicking the field goal or as previous years. What's crazy is if the next field goal that he makes, he's going to break Cameron Dicker's record for most field goals at Texas. Yep, there's a deflection. The pick six. Screw this damn play. Uh, yeah. Hey, I thought Michigan was a weak win. I thought it was a weak win. I cannot wait to see like I can't wait to watch the CFP reaction show. I can't wait to watch that one. Texas is gonna slide in number two. Not we don't get number one. I'm not asking to get number one. Don't care about number one. Don't give it to us. Don't want it. Keep it away from us. Keep that shit over there. Uh, Not only is Ohio State gonna drop, but some people that were talking some awful shit about our schedule are gonna have to. I wonder if there's gonna be some consistency. If they're gonna say, hey, look, I was wrong. I know that's a very hard thing to say nowadays. I've done it every now and then. I was wrong. We had a couple Aggies come out in the chat and do it. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Aggies that came out and said, hey, is what it is. We lost. Congrats to y'all. Right? Great. Good shit. Good on y'all. I wonder if there's going to be some consistency from these media members on these shows. That's just all I'm curious about. There we are. There we are. Yeah. That's what we want. That's the good stuff right there. Okay. Now y'all can see the chat in here. Cool. Dude, the special teams under Jeff Banks is damn horrendous this year, but like it's crazy to know that this is like that's not something that's really on Jeff Banks, or it shouldn't be, because I would still consider him a very good coach. I would still consider him one of the top special teams coaches in the nation. What the hell has happened? What the hell has happened? I bet he's just going to be sitting there going, "Man, I don't know what the hell is going on." And to me, we're Lance St. Louis. How many more years do we have with him? He might even be. I think he might be a senior this year. That is a. It's actually funny when you have like an NFL legacy deep snapper. That's how deep it goes. Oh shit! Got that fixed. Yeah, I can't wait to watch the CFP reaction show and see like just see if there's some consistency. Just see how different they are. Speaking about Texas and the schedule, if they think it's all of a sudden much better because Michigan went out there and beat Ohio State, or if they're just gonna say, hey, because this is something that I saw, real popular thing to say. It's just a rivalry game, right? It's a rivalry game, so it's gonna be a close score. 30, 34-3. Is that a close score? I don't know. You just get back to me on that one. You know, it's like good teams are going to go out there and beat the shit out of rivals. It's what we've done. It's what we've done. Did Jaden Blue get injured? Did any of y'all notice that? Because if he got injured, we are snake bitten in the running back room. Dalton Gardner, who we brought in as depth. No, there's Jaden Blue right there. Oh, no, there's Gibson. If we're down to Wisner and Gibson, holy shit, are we in trouble? Blue's ankle? Shit. Mm. Penalties, 4 for 20. Ha 420. Or Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg somewhere. Snoop Dogg's puffing up somewhere for it. God, Gunnar Helm is such a stud. I'm gonna be so sad watching Gunnar Helm go to the NFL. But I hope that I hope he lands in a really good spot for himself, and he makes a good name for himself because he's a really good football player, and he hurdles everybody. Put him on the track team. You know what would be like a perfect Olympic event for him is if there was like ever like a physical track or like a physical hurdles. Like you gotta tackle some people or something like that, or you gotta do some physical things. Man, Gunnar Helm would he'd take the gold. Hey, what's up, Sark After Dark? How you doing, man? Sorry, I'm just responding to something down here. All right. Yeah, we're chugging through this every play. We're almost in the fourth quarter now. You named it, Coop. You named it. The team that this has been reminding me of, and I've been like, I've mentioned it every now and then. Uh, what do you mean, Gaddis? What do you mean? Am I off? No, I'm staying. No, I'm staying on. I'm still cutting up the every play right now, so uh, I'll be going for a little bit. But this reminds me of 2011 Alabama. This Texas team. I I know. It's like, wait a second. That was a pretty good football team there. One of the better ones. I think that this defense is on the level of a 2011 Alabama, which is this this might be a top 5 defense in the last 25 years, which is modern college football, which is this current era that we're in of shotgun passes. We're the only era that you could really compare it to. So, man, Sark after dark. I'm a Quinn fan, Quinn believer. Okay, I'm not confident enough to say that. There are some people that might have shot me if I said that on Twitter the last few weeks. But yeah, Quinn Ewers is definitely a dude, gamer. Big game Quinn is a thing, which is one of the reasons why the NFL might want to hire him. You know, you might want to draft a quarterback like that because he does show up in big games. Yeah, no, I've thought about that. Tavondre Sweat and Byron. Well, first off, Tavondre Sweat couldn't come back. He was already 5th year senior last year. But if Byron Murphy, who could have come back, if he did come back, holy shit. We have like what? We're like the 8th best run defense in the nation or 13th in the nation or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, add him to this roster. Oh my god. Yeah, hey, no, this I appreciate you for saying that because I've been trying to tell people like enjoy like soak it in, right? Just breathe it in. Take every last moment in that you can with this defense, with this team. Whether they win a national championship or not, this is as special as a defense as you're ever going to see. But and the crazy part is think that next year's defense might be better. Next year's defense might be better. You think about you got a Colin Simmons in year 2, you got Malik Muhammad in year 3, you got Anthony Hill in year 3. I could go on the list down on the list, but I'm going to keep my fingers free and focus on this every play thing, getting this done. Like when you start going down the list of guys like Leona Lafau, uh, when you start going down the list of guys that are year 3, year 4, year 2, there are some really special football players. Like Anthony Hill could probably play in the NFL right now. Could probably play, make a decent role in the NFL right now today. Next year, he is going to be a bona fide NFL stud. Like teams are going to be fawning over the chance to take a Anthony Hill, like top 10. I'm almost certain to guarantee a top 10 pick. I feel like he's going to go like top 5 range. There's not many times that you get an Anthony Hill available in an NFL draft. And especially with his versatility and how you looked at teams using Micah Parsons, Anthony Hill could be just a pass rush monster on the defensive line that can also go and play the linebacker position at a pretty good level, and he can cover guys and he can do all that stuff. Did Sadir make an appearance? To be honest, I have not looked for it. I'll have to look in the PFF. No, there's the fumble. 4 seconds left. Yeah, this is true. I mean, this is the call. This is the Colin Klein offense from Kansas State, but PK is just a freaking wizard, man. This is I I do appreciate you for showing up, Extreme Gamer Mac, and I do appreciate the consistency in your attempts to troll. Attempts to troll. Uh, this is a serious thing here. Uh, Scores. SEC. Mac, you had the chance to beat LSU, strengthen our strength of schedule, make us look like a better team, and y'all lose like that. Man, y'all suck, assholes. We cannot count on Oklahoma for nothing, man. Shit. I mean, enjoy the hey. Uh, I don't even know what bowl game you get. What bowl game is Oklahoma gonna get? The played on December 15th when nobody gives a shit bowl. That one. The Danny Stutzman has already played his last game on for Oklahoma Bowl because he's going to go. Actually, I will say this, and this is respect to Danny Stutzman. I think Danny Stutzman's one of those guys that Danny Stutzman does like he strikes me as the type of guy that would play the bowl game and not do this shit where people are sitting down and all that crap. But at the same time, fuck OU. hey, hey, what's that say? What's this? What's this can say? It says something. I can't read. I'm an Aggie and I can't read. The Maxi Pad Bowl. That is a good one. The burnt vegetables bowl. Oh my god. A USC in Oklahoma. That would be hilarious. That would actually is that possible? Hold on. What? We'll look at bowl games here in a second. I want to finish this. I want to get this replay finished. We're close. We're in. I'm saying we're close. We're 3/4 of the way through. Man, and then A&M fumbles the ball too. I forgot. Yeah, they fumbled the ball too. They have two balls that should have been picked off. A&M got worked on defense on offense. Their offense absolutely sucked. Got a little foul went in there with a freaking fist. Damn, that was a on the nose. Hey, what's up, David? How are you doing, man? I'm just I'm trying to get this airplay done for y'all. We're close ish. You know, a book that I think might help Texas A&M, the little engine that could. That might help them score on offense. I think I can. 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 You know, that might help Mike Elko. That might help. Hey, Ty, you know who I really thought has been kind of coming along, really good and really late is Ty Anthony Smith. Ty Anthony Smith's been looking really good. That guy's been looking good. Uh, and then Terry Bussey, he did get his anti-Texas game, but you know something I completely forgot. I forgot Anthony Hill was a Texas A&M commit. One, I'm not a recruiting guy. For anybody that knows or follows me, I don't follow recruiting that much. I mean it takes a Jamie French level commitment for me to like actually for it to pop up on my radar or for me to actually give a shit. Forgot that Anthony Hill was a Texas A&M commit. Forgot that he was a commit to Texas A&M. What would be hilarious is if Calvin Banks gets to play against Oregon, who he was once committed to, different coach. Mario Cristobal, who is at Miami, and they are currently sucking. Miami lost again today. Oh, Ty Anthony Smith was an Aggie commit too. Yeah, you're right. I do remember that. Uh, Look, Georgia can talk shit all they want. I think they know it's coming. They know this defense is coming, and they know if they can't get their shit, if they can't get the ball on the 20-yard line, it's going to be a long, long day for Georgia fans. And the other thing is too, I don't want to hear a damn word about it's a neutral field. Y'all playing in Atlanta, Georgia? Hell no. It's an away game. It's an away game. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, yeah, Carson Beck ain't it. No, Carstonius Beckworth is not it. No. God, Vernon Broughton made some damn money. The entire defensive line did. I don't, I don't know how many scouts are going to be holding Baron Sorrell to that drop pick, saying "Oh, you're dropping because of that pick, that drop pick." I don't know how many scouts are going to care too much about that. Also, I do love how like I'm watching this play right here where there was that incomplete pass, Makuba. he's jumping on the ball like it's a fumble. I like that. That heads because you don't know. What if they roll a fumble on the field? You get the immediate recovery, and they cannot overturn it in replay, even if it's the correct call on the field or it's the incorrect call on the field. It's just one of those things you never know. But like to the point about like man, oh, Texas and A&M both had a punt that was like on the 1 yard line that went over a guy's head in the end zone. But if you look like the reason why another reason why I say you gotta kick that field goal if you're Mike Elko, you got to punt block. It's not like the offense went and sat and drove down the field and had this really long just laborious drive, right? You didn't have that. You got handed the ball on the 30-yard line. You barely moved it, and now you're sitting there on the 1 yard line with a fourth down decision. Take the points. Take them. Because I mean, you got my ass tweeting ball game when that happens, because it was. Like it would have take it would have taken a legit miracle for Texas A&M to come back at that point, even with even if they had the third timeout that they had already used. Another thing that stood out to me is Torrey Beckton. A&M players were dropping like flies in the third and fourth quarter. Not Texas. Texas has outlasted teams this year with our strength and conditioning. These dudes are legit, and then the depth. It's just it's fun to watch. And then you got Trey Wisener doing this shit, man. Trey Wisener, MVP of the game, offensive MVP of the game, easily, easily. I'm kind of upset I didn't get to appreciate his Kentucky one. Last week I was at a wedding. I had a great time at the wedding. My buddy got married. It was a beautiful wedding, beautiful reception. Uh, I might have had to miss a wedding if it was this week. I might have. No, I'm kidding. I would have gone to it, but good lord, would that have been criminal? I forgot to take his present to him, which his present is right here. Ah, too low. He's a big Colorado Rockies guy, so I got him a Troy Tulowitzki signed baseball. If he had had his wedding on, I got his wife some cooking and stuff, so got the wife and do something. But if he had held his wedding on today, that baseball's not being gifted. Nope. You're getting a nice card with a poorly drawn middle finger inside of it. It's crazy that Georgia actually came out and pulled out the W. Were any of y'all watching that game? Let me know in the comment section if y'all are watching that game versus Georgia and Georgia Tech. That was 8 overtimes is freaking wild. Sark does not look happy on that one. This is the miss to Isaiah Bond, the curl route. I'm not sure if he was upset at Bond or that's the thing that I like that this performance should have and could have easily been. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the. Oh, like this is we have the game won right now already. Like this is we're in winnable territory as long as our defense just has that goes out there and continues, and then they get the ball on the 18-yard line or some shit like that. Just hand them the ball. Free like, and this is the other. This is the frustrating part about this. Uh, well, hey, what's up, Mr. 512? How are you doing? Hey, Colt, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, he's actually. I will say this to kind of open up about my dad. He did have when I say surgery, like this is kind of the crazy part about like I don't know, like I don't know how I feel about this because like I try and diminish the surgery. It's a brain surgery. It's a legit brain surgery, right? But I'm also like it's not really that big of a brain surgery because he wasn't really like getting anything pulled out, but it's still brain surgery. Uh, they were just cleaning stuff up for him. Don't want to go too in deep, but too in depth. But something that's actually nice is he got a really nice like room location for the hospital room that he's in, and then he also seems to have some pretty good nurses. And sometimes, for the most part, nurses are amazing, but there's still the bad ones. And when you get the bad ones, it makes some things hard. And uh, yeah, he's got some good nurses. So he seems in better spirits this time, but I don't know. He might be in there for a while. So we'll see about that. I appreciate it though. Thank you for asking. Thank you for when I say concern. Thank you for your concern. I know you mean it's in a good manner. If that makes sense. Hey, Mr. 512, I'm doing amazing. Got my fucking M juice out. God, this defense is so good. And hey, can someone please tell Vernon Broughton to quit laying on the ground after plays? You're scaring the shit out of us, man. You're scaring the shit out of us, dude. Come on now. We can't we can't be having that. Oh, you're a smart. Grit them teeth.
Rock on gesture, rock on gesture, rock on gesture.
Y'all missed it. Okay, hold on. Let me. I do owe you this, Dimple, because this is supposed to be played. I thought I didn't have the desktop audio going. I thought y'all could hear it. The little thing came up, but I do appreciate the $20. I thank you very much, man. Seriously, thank you. I do mean that a lot. That any support really helps out a lot. Uh, but let me get that. Yeah. Hey, there we go. There we go. Hey, you got the Texas fight. You still got the Texas fight. Let's go. I cannot wait. Did they post it already? Did they post the come on. Texas football? No, they haven't posted it yet. Okay. I cannot wait until we get the Texas fight in the locker room. Yeah, yeah, that one. And goodbye to A&M. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Boy, Ethan Burke. Ethan Burke had a good. He had a sneaky good game. There was a play early on where he contained Marcel Reed. What do you mean, John Abrams story? What about him? What? You got me worried. Did he get injured? No, he's on the field. Unless it happened late. I mean, it might have happened late when I was doing every plays and I or trying to do the. Wait, are you talking about Andrew Makuba? That he did not get targeting. That got taken off. Let me know T what you're talking about. I'm a little confused, confuzzled, bro. That dude that is just sitting there in the middle of the Aggie crowd. That is like actual hero right there. Watch him as he goes. God, I'm just so happy. Hey, Colt, were were you you're like you're definitely in that age range where it had to have been like where you were like a young teen or something like that when it stopped being played. Let me know if you're a little bit older or younger. You don't have to be too specific on the age, but I mean, it's just, dude. I feel like people like guys have been growing up with this. We're right at that like weird time period where if you grew up with it, you grew up with it as a kid, Man, it felt so good to have this game back. It felt right, is what tonight felt like more than anything. And we're close. We're really close to being done here on this airplay. Hey, and also, I'm not sure how y'all feel about Dude Perfect, but I really enjoyed watching them on the on College Game Day. Like I grew up, not grew up, but I remember being in high school and middle school and just spending tons of time wasted binge watching their Dude Perfect YouTube videos. Like when they were just started as a channel. I remember like the very like I was watching their very first ones in their backyard. You know those ones. It's really cool to watch like what they've taken trick shots and turned it into. Like you would never suspect that just shooting a basketball at a hoop could turn into a legit. I think it's like an actual like $1 billion empire. Crazy. Starch Manning, Hookem, great game by the defensive line. Weisner 3 games in a row. Yep, absolutely. Yes, he did. He literally almost he almost took somebody's head off. That sign, because if you watch it, like it hits the sign, it takes the sign. That sign saved somebody's life. That sign saved somebody's life. I don't know if he had the best. Look, you got to kick that through the field, man. I was rooting on the kid because look, he's an Aggie, right? But Air Force guy. It's really easy to get behind the story with the guy, and then he misses the thing, and not only misses it, but almost takes somebody's head off too. Poor Trey Weisner just sitting there on that bike after had like 27, 28 carries at that point, and they just get on the bike. We need you healthy. We need you warm. He is. Oh, I can show y'all one. I can show y'all one screen right here. Look at this. This is still shot. Uh, is it? Why is it messed up like that? Okay, well, whatever. I can't show y'all. I don't know why it's showing the screen, but basically, it's. Well, I can do this. Add image. Yeah, we got workarounds. We got workarounds. Look, look at that. Hey, that is the face of a man that is tired. Hey, he said, "Can this thing just please be over, please?" Do I think the Texas? No, I don't think they're going to be punked again by Georgia. I think. Good. I'm really happy I didn't have the audio on that one. But yeah. No, I look because Georgia. I feel like that's also like a Georgia thing. Georgia being inconsistent. I think Georgia was really, really well prepared for Texas the first time, and I question their ability to be that prepared a second time versus Texas. Uh, I just, I don't know, man. Like, I think they might have spent more time that they can afford now against Texas. Like, Texas has, they have the ability to punch back now on what Georgia's shown. So they can also hide things. I don't know. It's really interesting to watch. It'll be really interesting to watch how Steve Sarkisian goes about it, having already played Georgia once now. And there we are. And Texas says goodbye to A&M, baby. Well, and also like how Kirby Smart had his team motivated going into that game. You know, they were considered underdog. Like I don't know. It's just I think people are going to consider Georgia the favorite maybe going into this game against Texas because they've already beaten Texas before, and they don't. Let's call it for what it is. You know, some people aren't necessarily respecting Georgia or aren't respecting Texas as much because hey, we have a weak schedule. No fault of our own. You know, I mean it's not our fault. This shit sucks, right? Just go beat the shit out of the teams that are on the schedule. Uh, Now obviously we did have the one loss to Georgia, but I don't know. I'm not really worried about that happening again. Also, because like you heard them talk about this, the Texas offensive line is kicked into a whole other gear after that Georgia game, and it wasn't necessarily like it was just like a Georgia thing. It was also other games thing. Like we just weren't running the ball well. We didn't have a dominant run offensive line, and they really started to show some dominance post Georgia. Yeah, I mean, look, the weak schedule argument only applies for Texas. Okay, that's you're asking for too much there. Uh, and guess what? Just like that, we're done. We're done with the airplay. That thing is about to go live pretty soon here. Uh, Texas versus Texas A&M. Every play. Put out the tweet letting everybody know the bat signal, if you will. Uh, A good day to be a Longhorn, isn't it? A good day to be a Longhorn, isn't it? Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Gaddy, you know we got we got to come through. Trey White. Okay, wait, hold on. I don't want to play. I don't want to get copyright. Oh, well, that's not all showing anyways. Oh, uh, 4 minutes for process. Hey, I do appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I thank y'all for all coming out and hanging out here. Thank you, Colt, again, Dimple Wonder, for the donation. I'm not hanging up yet, just yet, but uh, yeah, man, I had a good time. I had a good time today. I gotta set my fantasy football lineups. I am definitely not gonna. I'm about to be on one here in a minute. I'm gonna be jamming to some good old tunes, good old rap music that would make my dad pissed off. Uh, you play with Justin Gilbert? You mean Garrett Gilbert? I'm blanking on that one. Who's? Oh, cornerback. Okay. Yeah, I was not gonna get that one off the top of my head. Unexpected error. No, no. Come on. You saw the Karen tweet, didn't you, Texas Legend? I just saw that one. I saw it too. Yeah, yeah. Hey, number one defense. Isn't it something? I'm sorry for anybody that hopefully this gets back to yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell just happened. My thing just completely crashed. Properties. Uh, shoot. Uh, yeah, I don't know what the hell is happening right now. I had the I had the stream issue earlier. Uh, there we go. I don't know what the hell happened, but where was I? Hmm. There's something along the lines of defense wins championships. Yeah, I just this defense hasn't shown me anything that would give me doubt. And think about the Texas won national championship. You know what? That's what defenses do. Good defenses do. They go out there and they win national championships. And yeah, it's really special what we get to watch. Uh, oh, I know exactly what I was about to say. What I was going on to say, and I'll just kind of end it on this. Uh, that goal line stand right there, that could be. So obviously, if we lose this game, we miss out on the SEC championship. We're probably in the 12 team playoff. We're likely in the 12 team playoff. I'll say that, but it's not a guarantee. And even if it is a guarantee, we're likely not going to get a home playoff game. We've at least guaranteed a home playoff game. Now, if we play week 1, if we lose next week, and if we lose next week in the SEC championship, we can still go on and we can have a home playoff game. Everything is on the table. And we're in a good standing. Win the SEC championship, obviously you get the round 1 bye. I'd love that with how much health matters. Also, Jaden Blue potentially being injured a little bit. Kelvin Banks, wait and see on that. It's paramount right now to get that week 1 bye. But also, even more than that, if you are going to lose that, or not even more, secondary to that, if you're not going to get that, you need that home field advantage for the playoff. It would suck to go up to Penn State in the winter right now for this Texas team. And we'll see if this goes through. Hopefully it goes through. I can start uploading on Twitter. Let's go. Okay. Every play up on Twitter in 15, 30 minutes. Every play up on Twitter in 15, 30 minutes. All right, everybody. I will... Neil Martin, I appreciate all y'all for coming out. Neil Martin, Gaddy, Texas legend, Starch Manning, T, Dimple Wonder, Mr. 512, Odd Future Scoop, Coop, you're hat in the mail in the next couple weeks. David Brown Burner, I appreciate it all. Sark After Dark, Bevo Guy, thank you all for coming out. Extreme Gamer Mac, Trolls, love it. Also do want to shout out my good buddy. That was up earlier in the chat. Cheeky Hobson, Aggie fan, but he's a good guy. Good guy. Adonis, Aggie fan as well, but hey, good guy. Appreciate you for coming out here. Peter did great. Cape, all y'all. Thank you very much. Gonna call it here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this play. I just wanted my internet to be full on every play upload. So hope you all have a great day, and as always, hook 'em.